everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and today I'm doing a look using some new products from Natasha Denona, namely her new Xenon eyeshadow palette. And as you all know, Natasha Denona gives us minis from time to time, and sometimes the minis are variations of larger palettes, and sometimes the minis are the originals, and then she might come back and give us a larger palette. So let's see what she does with this color story. This one is a black and white type palette, which is what I thought when I originally saw it. I thought she was trying to hide the actual color story from us. When I initially saw the photos of this palette, I was like, oh, she'll reveal the color story later. And then I went back and I looked at the picture. I was like, oh, this is the color story. So we have this black and grayscale type palette. So I'm excited to show you all this look and of course give you all my final thoughts about everything at the end. So let me know if you picked up anything from this collection down in the comment section, and I hope that you all enjoy this video. So I'm going to start off with mist and my blending brush, and I'm going to take this back and forth as my crease color today. So just back and forth and get a good blend on that. This is going to be our transition shade. What we want to do is we want to pop that right above the crease, but we want to leave a little bit of space right underneath the brow so that it's not overpowering the eyes. So just back and forth, just like that. Next, to deepen things up a bit, I'm going to take the shade Gloom. I'm like, do I really want to put gloom on my eyes? I guess. So I'm going to move down just a little bit, okay? And I'm lightly pressing this right in the crease. So I'm using the lightest pressure point. And I'm gradually going to build this color up back and forth and fuse it with the color that I have right above it. I don't want to overpower it, so I'm just going to gradually apply this color and bring it up. And this is going to take you a little while, okay? So don't get impatient with this step. This is imperative. Okay, so if you skip blending this step, the whole eye look will fall apart. That blend is glorious. That's exactly what I'm looking for. You see how it's seamless? You cannot tell where one color ends and the other color begins. Next, we're getting into the blackest black, okay? I'm gonna take a really small tapered brush for this. It's still a blending brush, but it's very small. And with this, I'm going to tap this right on the outer corner on the lid. Very carefully. I'm gonna bring it over just a little bit and then gradually start to diffuse it up. You really want to be light-handed with black, just because once you go black, you really can't go back. You know, that's what they say. So you want to go in with just a little bit and then gradually add it so you're not overpowering the look, because it easily can dominate. Next, we're gonna go into puff. I'm gonna take a flat shader for this one, and this is going to be kind of tricky because I want this color to be on the inner portion of the lid, and I don't want it to get real muddy next to this black, but it still needs to be blended. So we're just going to take our time and diffuse these two colors in. You want to make sure that you're laying down all the color that you can on the inner corner before you start to blend, because once you start blending with this same brush, the brush gets tainted. So you want to keep these two colors separate at first. And then once you're done laying down that color, then you can go back in and diffuse it together so you're not making everything darker. And I'm not going to take it all the way in because I do want to take that silver, but oh my goodness, that is such a good cream eyeshadow. It's opaque and it didn't take me long to do this at all. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the blackest black just because I covered up that black a little bit much when I was going in with the cream shade Puff. So I'm just going to go right back over where I put it just to re-intensify and to further blend out my eyeshadow. Boom. Now let's go in with chromatic. Let's pop that right on the inner corner here. Next, we have to do black eyeliner. I picked up the cream black eyeliner from her, and I'm very excited to try this because she killed her liquid eyeliner, and I actually got a little mini size with this order because they had a code going on Sephora. So I have a large size in addition to this, and I already know I'm going to use both of them. And if she hadn't come out with new eyeliners, I 100% would have reached for this. So let's see how I feel about this cream eyeliner. Filming yourself putting on eyeliner probably needs to be considered an Olympic sport just because it's so difficult. But here we are. Okay, ooh, it's black and it's creamy. I'm not mad. I think I want to do a little bitty baby wing. Before I go any further though, I have to put on my concealer, and I always save concealer and all of that until after I'm done doing any type of look involving black or smokier colors, just in case I get fallout or anything like that. You don't want to have smoky up here and smoky down here, so you want to really make sure to clean up this area if you have any fallout and make it look as neat and bright as possible. To finish off the look, I'm going to go back with Chromatic. Pop that on the inner corner, on the lower inner corner, and then we're going to go back with Mist. And I want this all the way across. So connect it with that inner corner color and then bring it over and smoke it out. On the inner rim, I'm going to go in with this neutral eyeliner. It's cream, but you can still put it there, and it's going to brighten this up a little bit. I'm just going to poke this area out and hit it with that cream. Ooh, wait. That kind of burned me a little bit. Just a little sting. Just a little bit. Not enough for my eyes to water, but I kind of feel that. And here we have it, the finished look. Mini Xenon. Get into it. What do you all think? So I hope that you all enjoyed my look using the Mini Xenon palette and friends. I thoroughly enjoyed using it. I think this is one of her best mini palettes yet. Everything was super easy to work with, highly blendable, and I love the color combo, even though I went into it looking like, we've seen this before, but honestly, it was time for me to update it in my collection, and I didn't even recognize that until I had it and until I saw the great quality that I was able to get from this palette without reaching for any other palette. And sometimes you need a kick in the butt to re-examine what you have. And I'm thinking I already had something like this, but all the things that I have, anything remotely like this, are super, super old. For instance, my Tom Ford Titanium Smoke Quad. They don't even make this anymore. This is probably one of the closest things that I could think of that I have that would resemble this palette in my collection. The Wayne Goss Pearl Moonstone palette, I think this is really similar in the color story. The lighter eyeshadow in the Wayne Goss palette has that peachy quality to it, and the lighter eyeshadow in the Mini Xenon palette is that whitish cream type color. I pulled out the Biba palette, and I think this bottom row of eyeshadows is somewhat similar, and you could create a similar look, but again, I think this palette is a little bit more neutral slash warm toned than the Mini Xenon, which is definitely a cool toned palette. And lastly, I have the Glam palette, which, as you all can see, the Glam palette bears no resemblance. The Glam palette is more brown and the Xenon palette is more gray black. My ride or die go-to smoky eye palette is this stack from Melt Cosmetics that they don't even make anymore. This is the Dark Matter stack, and when I want to do a smoky eye, I can just go right in here and do what I need to do. It has my transition shade, it has a deepening shade, it has that 2015-2016 pop of burgundy in there, and then it has a super black eyeshadow. This is one of the blackest eyeshadows that I have in my entire collection. So here's Blackest Black. She black, but is it the blackest black or is it a little less black than that? This one is Melt Dark Matter. Oh no, Dark Matter is blacker than that. It's still my blackest black for sure. With the Melt Black, it's like you can't see any gray qualities to it, and with Natasha's black, it looks a little charcoaly. I don't own Natasha's eyeshadow in the blackity black one. I think it's a single eyeshadow that she makes. I don't own that one. I might have to pick that one up to see how black that one is and if it has the same level of depth. But all in all, I really enjoyed this quad a lot more than I even expected to, and that's always a bonus when I go into something like whatever, and then I get it and it kind of blows me away. Like this one, all of the eyeshadows were super easy to apply. They built up beautifully and they were smooth. It blended out really easily. So if you're in the mood for a smoky, cool toned palette for $25, this one is doing some things. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you all think about everything down in the comment section. I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.